Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a controversial view. Today, we're going to be talking about In a Violent Nature. Now, my history with this film, unfortunately, I did not see this in the theaters. I waited until it came out on video in order to watch this one. Even though I did want to see it, I just wasn't sure enough about it to actually go see it, if that makes any sense. So, what's the controversy behind In a Violent Nature? Well, we're going to talk about that. There's actually a few, or a couple. So, the first controversy is the fact that this movie had to be refilmed. 70% of the shots in this film had to be actually refilmed because something happened to the actor playing the killer, and they had to replace him. Now, I think normally with a film on a budget, since this is a more low budget film, I think they would have just replaced him and continued on the film and tried to manage it with shots and makeup as well as they could. But not this filmmaker. So I have to take my hat off to this guy. I think he made the right choice. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everyone has their own sort of movement, their own sort of breathing, and even the way their foot lands when they're walking through the woods or brush or whatever makes a difference in filming. And like I said, my hat's off to this guy for caring enough to want to refilm it. Now, the problem is he didn't have the budget to refilm 70% of the film. So, he actually asked the people who worked on the film to do it for nothing. And they gladly agreed. And not only that, but he had friends and family help. And, some of the things you hear about young filmmakers or filmmakers that don't really have the budget to keep going, they get help from certain people in their lives. It's kind of inspiring, but also controversial. Because, like I said, 70% of this film had to be refilmed. And I get it. When you look at a killer like Jason, because I'm going to be honest, that's kind of what this movie reminds me of. You notice certain things, and if you watch certain people talk about Friday the 13th videos, you notice what they love about it, like part 7. Even though it doesn't seem to be one of everyone's favorite, they love the look of Jason. They love the way Kane Hodder plays him, the way he breathes. So, stuff like that does matter. And it is an acting talent. I mean, if you can't say anything throughout the film, you have to make your performance stand out in other ways. Now, there's another controversy regarding this film. I had a hell of a time getting this. First of all, physical media, as much as I say physical media matters, and Joe says it, and, now other people are starting to jump in on it, as much as we say stuff like that, I'm not sure that it's it's going to matter. And I'm a bit discouraged. I wanted this film when it came out. I saw that when the film came out, it was supposed to be, because I look at Amazon all the time to see when the release dates are. So I was going to pick this up on Blu ray the day it came out, which was September 22nd, I believe it was a Tuesday. And I had tracked it because of that release date. Then I go back the day it's supposed to be released, and it's been pushed back an entire month for some reason. But here's the catcher, and here's what's controversial to me, is that the DVD's available. Why would a company release the DVD a month before the Blu-ray comes out? It just blows my mind. I don't know why they're thinking up these ways to kill physical media one blow at a time. You know, are they trying to spark physical media by getting people to double dip? Most movies, people don't do that. I mean, granted, tomorrow if I saw In a Violent Nature on Blu-ray at a thrift store, I'd pick it up for a couple bucks. I'm not going to buy the Blu-ray now unless it has a whole bunch of different cuts and different stuff that you can only find on Blu-ray. And that doesn't seem to be the case. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I really don't. The streaming, I understand people like to stream, and, you know, do you. That's about all I can say for that. But I'm a physical media guy. Do I use streaming? Yes, I do upon occasion. If I go over to my daughter's and I don't feel like lugging a bunch of DVDs or Blu-rays with me, yes, I'll use streaming. And some things you can only see on streaming right now. But I am a physical media guy. I like to hold my DVDs. I like to take off the slipcover. I like to open it and see what the disc art is. And it's very frustrating. It really is. I just don't know. It seems to be getting worse and worse. So, what do you guys think? Have you seen In a Violent Nature? I definitely recommend it. So check it out, or don't. But definitely check out Joe's controversial view for In a Violent Nature. Remember, guys, and I feel like I'm beating my head against the wall here, physical media matters. And until next time.